Chapter 3: The Vibrant Baby. The energy and vibrancy that could be felt intrauterine became vibrant extrauterine. The angel was hefty to carry and move about, especially after caesarean section. From day one his vigor started and feeding demand increased. A little delay would make him angry. As he suckled he rubbed his hands and feet on my body. I could feel his warmth and a close bond developed. When he grew a little bigger he would reach for my ears to pull and rub them to soothe himself and dozed off on my lap. The winter chill was a big problem. Even the room warmer was not sufficient to make him comfortable. He preferred my warm lap to his cot, and long hours strained my back to cramps. Hojai used to have huge outbreak of insects, especially during the October-November time zone. I remember when Ruplu was a month old, I prepared to shower him and took off his sweater, and to my utter astonishment I found his left arm completely swollen and red. Oh my God, what was it? I paused and thought for a second. It was some kind of allergic reaction, maybe due to an insect bite. Our doubts were ascertained by our pediatrician, Dr. Monica Sharma. He prescribed some anti-allergics and painkillers, but advised us to consult renowned dermatologist Dr. K. N. Borua in Guwahati. However, with steroid and anti-allergic medicine, the edema, that is the swelling, decreased, but the sight of his little arm was hair-raising. The skin shrunk and began to peel off like a withered potato. Having faced the pain unfazed, little Ruplu's courage spoke for him even when he was just a month old. He was not at all cranky. As days passed, winter stepped into spring. The sweet voice of cuckoo could be heard, as if singing a welcome song for the spring to step in. The cuckoo became a regular visitor to the neem tree in the backyard of our quarter. The sweet voice turned to a shrill, high-pitched sound that would often wake up Ruplu. When he first heard the sound, he would be scared, but slowly he got accustomed, and with little time this source of fear would turn into excitement, and as Ruplu loved mimicking those sounds. I rejoined duty after 3 months of my caesarean section. Tulsi, a Boro maid from Kothiatoli, helped me in the kitchen, and a Muslim woman was the baby-sitter. But the baby-sitter eventually left because with time Ruplu was getting healthier and chubbier, and these made the formidable task of managing him even tougher. So we found a replacement in an acquaintance of Tulsi. Her name was Anjali. I remember once in the morning hurry-burry, I asked Bhaskar to do the burping, and during the procedure, Ruplu burped out a little vomitus, and Bhaskar left for the hospital in his stained sweater. Later on in the hospital, it came to my notice, and I wiped it off. This is an example of how parents become involved in the children's upbringing. If there was magic on this planet, it was contained in water. Such was Ruplu's love for water. There are photographs where he splashed water all over the place, played in the bathtub as Tulsi and I bathed him. In one picture, Paplu in school uniform, ready for school, sits beside the bathtub and enjoys the happy moment with his young brother. When Ruplu was 6 months of age, we shifted to a much bigger duplex house in the Newland campus. The campus was very beautiful with greeneries all around, pakka roads and parks for children to play about. Paplu was in class 2 and his classmate friends Phoebe and Rishi played like there's no tomorrow and led a carefree life. Ruplu too enjoyed the campus freshness and the various sights still new to his 6-month-old eyes, as he was being escorted on his red perambulator by Tulsi and Anjali. The lovely pictures of Anna Prasanna portrays his health, vigor and charm. My mother-in-law, Dada, Rintu and Babi travel from Guwahati for the ritual. Ruplu's first Anna, that is the semi-solid meal or the rice pudding, was given by Rintu, his maternal uncle. Thus his diet changed to cerelac, nestum, luthuri, that is the grounded parboiled jowar rice and milk, khichdi, egg, fish, fruit juice in addition to breast milk. Tulsi and Anjali themselves being very healthy and energetic managed to feed him to the last serving. Anjali kept him engaged by playing the Bihu song on the tape recorder while Tulsi fed him. They chose different places to feed naughty little Ruplu, sometimes the terrace, sometimes inside the car and sometimes in the lawn or on the swing. Once when I returned from the hospital, I was surprised but also happy at the same time to see the sincerity of my maids in managing their tasks. Ruplu was playing with masoor dal in a splash of water locked in a basin. To match his height, he was made to stand on a chair, Tulsi holding him and Anjali feeding him. Now as I flip those old pages of the album, his pictures bring back a lot of memories. In one such photo, Ruplu is on the driver's seat with the steering wheel held tight as if ready to drive. In another, he is in Diffu climbing onto Paplu's back along with Lola and Raina. His alluring smile depicts innocent happiness in him. Once baby Ruplu, Anjali and I were returning from Diffu by train. Our eyes were focused only on Ruplu and we took utmost care of him while boarding the crowded train. Cautious we were, but our senses were only heightened when we took our seats and realized I was robbed of my purse, which contained some money and gold bangles. I was very much worried and tense but couldn't blame anyone. It was my carelessness. My care and protection for Ruplu outweighed the material stuff. As time passed, my baby grew bigger and adventurous. At the age of 9 months, we were shocked at his deeds. On such an evening, like any other normal day, he was made to sleep upstairs and we were doing our regular course downstairs. But little Ruplu had other plans. He wakes up and without making any noise, he gets down the bed, makes his way downstairs. All these undetected like a true spy and he reached ground floor. We were terrified, our eyes popped out and we all screamed, "Hey Bhagavan! Oh God!" I picked him up from the floor, hugged him tightly while I was shaking. Did he crawl down the stairs? Did he sit over every step as he made his way downstairs? Did he catch hold of the support railing and assisted himself down, or did God bring his son down? What a miracle! I am getting goosebumps as I write on his sneaky behavior. Thanks to the Moses, he was safe. The incident was soon brought to the notice of the management and a small gate was put up on the topmost landing of the staircase. But it worked safely only for a few months. Soon Ruplu would climb over it. He would shout and scream and would try opening it. It had become even more dangerous and he had to be eyed constantly. He stepped into his first birthday. His photographs reveal his elation. He stands near Flora, Dr. Jagadish Basumatari's youngest daughter, with the birthday hat in his hand, trying to talk and express his joy. Little kids, Flora a year elder to him, Sarah a little more, Sneha, Neha, Rumu and Roslyn were his contemporaries. All had gathered in our house. With birthday cakes, hats, balloons and gifts, they enjoyed a lot. Ruplu got acquainted with them real quick and shared his love. His fun-loving attitude attracted the little ones and soon he became their hero. Lunch was arranged for all doctors and staff with their families, for we were a closely knit family.